What's good, family? Well, we're going to start this session of the Return of the Ancient Ones with me introducing myself. I am the Emperor, Boss Supreme. We're going to break this down. I was inspired to call myself this name a long time ago. Did not know that I was chosen to represent the name for the all and the collective. But we're going to break this down. So let's go. As we start off with things about myself, I am a number one being, and all beings are 1 to 9. So, in order to find out what being you are, and on the number chart from 1 to 9, you can go get the crystals and numerology book. Um, yes, and find out what being are you. So, as we as I introduce myself, I learned this about myself. Well, I already knew these things about myself, but knowing that I'm a number one, it explains why I am the way I am. So, as we read, the number one embodies unity and insight. It is an expression of light and the highest creative power, representing self-confidence, self-awareness, and consciousness of self. Its symbols is a circle with a dot at the center, the dot being the seed that takes root in material plane and fills it with light. This number is both one and all. It is perfect because it is indivisible. It is the beginning, middle, and end, the mother of all other numbers. The creative impulse and collective potential of all ideas lie within it. The sun, with its male aspects, is the principal planet of number one. It is the center of our planetary system and governs Leo, the zodiac sign. Its energy represents the primal force, the source that delivers the gift of light, strength, life, and fertility. Next is the ambitions of all number one beings. Number one people aim to go through life with self-confidence and self-awareness. They want to stand up for what they believe in and find success in love. They strive perfection in all aspects of life. Number ones are role models and pioneers. They seek to discover and explore new horizons. They enjoy introducing fresh ideas and positive thoughts into the world. Their individuality, willpower, and intellect help them in this respect. Each challenge strengthens them a little more, and they find it adventurous to trust their own feelings. However, they should also listen to the opinions of others in order to broaden their perspectives. The more number ones learn to communicate with their peers on the same level and to respect them as such, the greater their true qualities and personality impact will be. They will then be astute leaders capable of bringing out the potential of others. It is only by being without prejudice and judgment that they will become truly aware and able to live life without wanting to control it or to predict the future. Their courage, strength, mental capacity can inspire others. That's the ambition. And now the talents and abilities. Number ones are active and healthy and are full of energy, ambition, boasting a positive aura, inventiveness, and marked creativity. They also possess a strong will and an inner strength and are honest, fair, and brave, intelligent, and lively. They are individualists while also being a little idiosyncratic. Number ones have a great potential for starting anew. They love to explore the unknown, fearless, and with a common goal in mind. They set out to right wrongs. They like to help and encourage their peers, spurring them on while remaining at their sides with hopeful advice. Warm-hearted with particular empathy for the sick and helpless. They also look out for children. They are able to put their own interests on hold without abandoning them entirely. Number ones are leaders, bringing new ideas and projects to the table. They are quick off their mark while also observing and guiding their peers with wise thoughts. They are original thinkers and open to new ideas, with the ability to make a clear distinction between the essential and unimportant in order to act for the best. Their purposefulness, energy, and reliability lead them to success. The world has very high expectation of number one people, which in turn fires their ambition and their purpose, their goals without hesitation. These that is the explanation of the being that I have been created to be. So that's a little bit about introducing myself, and all of those things are accurate and true. I was created, and many others are created to be the help of the all, help of the collective. So we all are here to play our position from 1 through 9. All the beings, every being on the planet represents 1 through 9. So that's how it is. So I encourage you to go get the book Crystals and Numerology so you can find out what number being you are, and you will also know what your purpose is to help the all. So
blessed, take it one day at a time. Your own manifest. Every day is a test, so they had to send the best for my people who be in the press. I've been sent to clean up the mess. Manifest, manifest. Oh yeah, we blessed. I've been sent to clean up the mess. Manifest, manifest. Oh yeah, we blessed. I've been sent to clean. They talking about reparation, but very uneducated. Time to rebuild a nation, and we no longer.
next, we're going to talk about black and why we should not call ourselves black or neither African American, but we're going to talk about black first. Um, the definition in the Black Law Dictionary for black is the adjective, and it is not a proper noun. Socially nor politically, black implies civil liter mortis, which means dead in the eyes of law. Black Americans is not a nationality, nor is it a nation. Therefore, black has no political interest nor power in the free national constitution that was prepared for all free national beings. So with that being said, there is no standing for a being that calls itself black nor white. So any colorable name, like even Chinese or Japanese, all of these are colorable names that you have no standing under human rights. There's no laws that protect those beings who stand as a slave under colorable law. We must understand that colorable law is not real law. Colorable law or color of law is commerce, is business, and legal. Legal is not lawful. Lawful is the law of the land, which is constitution and also universal law. So, and galactic law, and any other law, because that's what real law is. The law of the Constitution, and international law, global law, um, all the laws. But you got to understand that colorable law is not. The definition of colorable law means a prima facie, which means apparent right or appearance, as opposed to which is real or actual or truth. What is truth? The truth is that the Almoroccan are regularly being subject to colorable law policies and regulations, which are derived not from de jure law, meaning constitution, but understand that the United States corporation operates under de facto colorable law, which means unconstitutional and appearing to be law. United Nations are a private nonprofit corporation trade association for nation states corporations. Then we have to pause and ask ourselves, why do we have colorable law or colorable courts? The reason we have colorable courts named courtrooms all over the land and colorable law is because so many sovereign beings, who now call themselves Black African Americans, and so many free living beings who are Caucasian visitors who now live on the land, agreed to be slaves. They all individually agreed to be bound by the 14th Amendment. Something had to be created because sovereign and free living beings, the law, which is real law, no longer applied to them who signed the birth certificate contract. How are we bound by the 14th Amendment, some may ask? The Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. First, a proclamation is a public announcement by elected officers or officials, as it is not law. It also does not set slaves free. It actually standardized slavery for everyone under nation states, which means whoever is cooperating in this system around the world are being forced into nation states after reducing its people's sovereignty or being free living human beings on the planet. At this point, then the corporation around the world, like the United States, were able to issue statute codes, ordinance, and resolutions, orders, bills, and etc. None of these that was just mentioned in the above law are law. They are corporate policies and corporate bylaws, and etc. These corporate policies and corporate bylaws are issued by Commonwealth of whatever corporation, which calls itself a county, but actually it is a incorporation that do have an EIN number. These codes, which are their codes, are not law. United States codes, these codes of the United States that they are used in states and federal courtrooms are not law. They are what they say they are. Codes of nonprofit corporations, which is a private company wherever you are at in that city, state, or country that issue statute, codes, ordinance, resolutions, orders, bills, etc. They all fall under the United Nations private nonprofit corporation. So what you think is law, which they're calling law, is actually legal, but it is not law. Is really They are really corporate policies and corporate bylaws. All elected officials are members of a corporation, as they are acting in their corporate ward state. And understand that everyone with a birth certificate on file as a contract, that being one contract of many, as a pledge to them, the birth certificate on file is their proof of ownership papers over you and all who have arrived seeking the truth at this moment. Now, for the record, just to recap, color of law is a appearance of real law. It's not actual law, but it is legal, which is business. It could be legal or illegal. That's all dealing with business or commerce and trade.